5 shooting guard?
Yeah, if T-Mac is a 2 guard, does T-Mac go in the top 5?
No.
D-Wade pushes out if T-Mac is a 2.
So you pushing out D-Wade's resume over T-Mac's resume?
As a 2 guard, yeah.
As a 2 guard?
T-Mac.
Are we doing the resume or just the potential?
The resume?
Just talk on the players. I don't never talk resume when we talk about.
So we're talking about the players.
Talking about longevity.
Longevity, D-Wade's career was better.
That's all subjective.
You can't be great for 2, 3 to 4 years.
You can.
Greatness is longevity. You got to sustain your greatness for a long period of time.
Don't go by numbers. You go by the talent. The talent is T-Mac. What we seen at this guy do for the league, for the game.
At a short period of time.
Bro,
yes.
He was, even if his numbers don't continue, he's top 5.
If I'm gonna argue with you, I'm gonna put defense in the category, and I'm going with D-Wade because his defense was better than Mac.
I still think Mac is a better.
Earlier, I'm like, yo,
yeah.
Let me read this one more time. You said Bean.
I'm gonna say Bean, man, and
I was taken aback.
I wish I had my laptop in front of me because what I would do is run a comparison of like their high school stats, which is really subjective because they played in 2 different states and all that good stuff. So it's really, it's not really applicable. But I mean,
Kobe Bryant played public school ball. T-Mac played for Mount Zion, so they were playing like a little bit better competition than Kobe probably played against. So, I mean, that would definitely be in T-Mac's favor. However, in terms of what they did in the league, I don't even think we can put them in the same.
You can't compare it. You can't get into it.
What do we really mean when we say talent? Let me know what your thoughts are when you're saying talent. Are we just saying like?
I think just God gifted ability to play a particular sport. Kobe Bryant was by far very gifted, very talented. But I feel as if T-Mac, straight out of high school, his ceiling, I feel like T-Mac had a higher ceiling than Kobe. Crazy explosive.
That's just potential. You know, like
trade ball. Defensively, I'm not going to say a liability because he wasn't, but I think Kobe was a better defender. But talent-wise, man, I think Kobe is a better talent. But what we have here on the screen is T-Mac versus D-Wade. We had a really good conversation.
You said, hold on, before we go to that, you said Kobe is a better talent than T-Mac.
I'm saying T-Mac, in my opinion, that's comma, had a higher ceiling than Kobe if he stayed healthy.
But who's the better talent?
T-Mac.
T-Mac is a better talent than Kobe. But why? You're saying he had a deeper bag than Kobe?
To me, a talent, just pure talent, God gifted ability, I think T-Mac by far is one of the greatest talents that we've ever seen. He's one of the greatest talents we've ever seen in the NBA. It's a tough one, but I'm gonna have because we get enthralled with the mystique of Kobe, right? The rings, the accolades and such. Yes,
but you said T-Mac is the most talented player we've seen in the NBA.
I'm not saying he is the most talented. I said if you compare him to Kobe, he's one of the most talented players that we've ever seen in the league. One of the. I don't know who's the most talented player. I would have to go through a list, look at some video, and be like, okay, I'm gonna go with that guy.
So T-Mac is a better talent than Kobe.
Yeah, that's just me, my opinion.
I'm just trying to make sure. I mean, that's like saying that Sebastian Telfair is a better talent than. It's almost like saying he had better talent than like Derrick Rose. It's along the same lines as saying I feel like because I feel what you're saying about the potential. Like in terms of potential, there's not many people that were bigger than a Sebastian Telfair, not even a Derrick Rose. in terms of what they did on the court and their stats and accolades, it's not really a comparison. And I would say the same for Kobe and T Mac. Like, sure, maybe he had more potential coming out of high school. I don't know about the deeper bag. To your point, I would really have to watch some film and just T Mac was a special talent. Special talent. I don't know if we can say one of the greatest talents ever, but definitely a special
No.
talent, a generational talent. So, because a lot of people forget about who T Mac was, and T Mac had people wearing Adidas before Yeezy did.
Hey,
So
those T Macs are hard, bro. I wanted a pair. My
they
cousin had a
were.
pair.
I wanted the white and red ones.
Yeah, low top
Yeah.
joint.
Yeah, I wanted the white and red ones. So T Mac was a generational talent. I definitely agree there. But I would say, yeah, it's kind of like saying that's the same thing you're saying, Sebastian Telfair and D Rose. But again, the topic at hand, D Wade versus T Mac, I got to go D Wade. When you just look at the accolades and what D Wade was able to do, I don't even know. Like, D Wade's bag was cold too. I just feel like D Wade probably doesn't quite get the credit. Like, the time spent with LeBron overshadows what he was able to do before LeBron ever joined. Like, he got a championship with Shaq in Miami years before, the time with Chris Bosh and LeBron. But D Wade, man, I mean, I'm looking at the stats. 3 NBA championships, of course. T Mac, none. NBA seasons, they both played 16 playoffs. Got T Mac beat there 13-9. All-Star games got T Mac beat 13-7. Finals MVPs, well, T Mac never played in the finals, but D Wade has one. Same amount of all NBA first teams, D Wade 8 all NBA teams, T Mac 7. All defensive team, T Mac none, D Wade 3. So again, when we say like deeper bag, you might have to say D Wade is up there and just as high as T Mac.
I agree. I would have to pick D Wade over T Mac, and I definitely agree with your comment about LeBron and Bosh coming to Miami, overshadowing what he did prior to their arrival. And you got to think about a guy that played at I would say mid-sized university, right? Marquette.
He put Marquette. He put Marquette on the map.
I Marquette until D Wade. So you got D Wade coming from Marquette, coming down to Miami, 305, doing his thing. They pick up Shaq, they win the championship. And I can honestly say, when you talk about athleticism, insane. Like D Wade 6'3" on a good day.
Jumping out the gym.
His mid range is stupid. Like his toolbox is infinite.
And defensively, I would say you would have to put D Wade in maybe the top defensive two guard of our era. Would you agree with that?
It's Jordan, Kobe, D Wade. In that order. When we're talking about shooting guards all time, that is my order. And maybe I have recency bias, and I don't know people from the 80s, 70s, 60s. I'm just telling you from what I've seen in my lifetime, Jordan, Kobe, Wade.
Yeah, it's hard to argue that.
Now, not the shit on T Mac, but T Mac is within that top 15. When we talk about one of the greats in terms of being a shooting guard, I just wish that his career wasn't ravaged by injury. If he could have stayed healthy in Orlando or even in Houston with Yao Ming, it was him. Was Yao Ming? Did they have Coutinho Mobley at that time, or was that Steve Francis? Steve Francis and Coutinho Mobley.
Steve Francis and Coutinho.
But at Houston, they had a squad at one point with Mac, Yao Ming, and it was a few other people. Your boy that shot the threes. What's his name? Chandler Parsons.
Was that Chandler Parsons?
I don't know.
Yeah, I gotta look at that roster again.
The roster was stupid. Y'all look it up, but listen, that Houston roster, when they had that, they were contenders for sure. So not the dump on T Mac, but T Mac, one of my favorite players to have watched during his time, especially in Orlando. But I'm gonna have to give it to D Wade. D Wade, just he's decorated as a professional basketball player, and then he's doing some good things off the court too, from an ownership perspective and his own shoe line. So shout out to D Wade.
Yeah, big shouts out to D Wade. Big shouts out to T Mac, home state kid. T Mac is definitely like one of those guys coming up. When people mention their favorite players, he was a lot of guys' favorite player. So definitely a generational talent. Injuries cut him short. I liken it to Penny Hardaway, and again, the level of hype, talent, potential that Penny Hardaway had, but the injuries. Same thing with D Rose. So, big shouts out to them. Listen, let us know what you think in the comments. Who do you have? T Mac, D Wade. As always, give us that Mercedes Benz streaming at CLS. Comment, like, subscribe. We'll be back with more from me in the arena.